Hello and welcome to the Cinematic Attic YouTube channel. I'm Mike. How you doing? It's time once again to first take a look at what I've picked up since the last video. Then we'll take a look at a couple entries to the Pantheon. So this past month, or at least this past Black Friday season, as it has somehow become, with all the sales, I picked up a lot of things. I bought too many things. I spent, well, let's not talk about it. But this is a big haul. This is going out with 2022 with a bang. And future videos, as I said in the past, will probably not have this much new stuff showcased at the beginning. But let's take a look at what I got, starting with the Black Friday sale at Vinegar Syndrome, my favorite company. Here's what I got. I got 22 items, well, technically 23. One was not a movie, but I got 23 items from the sale. Here's what I got. Here's the new stuff first. Homegrown Horrors Volume 2 box set. I loved the first volume, so second volume, no brainer, had to get it. And I know you've probably seen this stuff shown on YouTube already if you watch collection videos like I do. But Moonstalker, which I already had on a DVD, a cheap DVD that I am keeping, but hadn't ever watched the movie. Hanging Heart, and Dead Girls. So these are all regional horror films, and I can't wait to watch them. Then Evil Laugh. This one this one I already had on DVD. And for some people, the upgrade is automatic. For me, if I have it on DVD and it's a perfectly fine edition, I don't usually upgrade, unless it's, like a film that I absolutely love. This one, the DVD I have said it was full screen, so when I saw Vinegar Syndrome selling this, I automatically just bought it. I looked later and saw that this is in full screen, so considering how Vinegar Syndrome operates, that means that either it was originally in full screen or that's the only way it exists. So I didn't really need to buy this, but I'm not sorry I did. It does actually have a bonus documentary, The Joy of Laughter, Making Evil Laugh, which is feature length, so in essence I kind of get another movie with it. But anyway, Evil Laugh, fun movie. Freeway, the new 4K. This is the one they advertised as being more of a Hollywood film. Obviously you can see Reese Witherspoon, Kiefer Sutherland in there. When they announced this, I was ecstatic because I love this movie. This movie is awesome. And I do have it on DVD, and I'm keeping that DVD. So I wasn't necessarily going to get this, but then I was reading the rundown of it when it came up on the site for sale, and it has previously cut scenes that the director didn't really want cut out. So this is the most complete form of the film. Considering how much I love it, I had to get it. Otherwise, maybe I could have let it slide, but no. And I've heard some people online that grumbled about, oh, why are they putting this out? And I don't understand people. The entitlement of people. So they put it out, so what? If you don't like it, don't buy it. I love it. So, Freeway. And the last of the actual new items New VSA, Sworn to Justice, Cynthia Rothrock. This is one that I had wanted to see. I think I had it in some streaming queue or another. So happy to get that. Love that cover. One of their catalog titles that I was going to get anyway during the sale, they gave a new slipcover to. So I wanted to get Tammy and the T-Rex anyway on 4K. And they have this new slipcover. And considering it looks like a comic book, that was an easy sell. So anyway, Tammy and the T-Rex, got that, 4K. This one is a few months old, but I finally got it. Righting Wrongs, another Cynthia Rothrock movie, also known as Above the Law in a different cut. But this is a great little collector's edition, has the movie and a slipcover, a booklet, a third disc. There's a third disc on this that has a documentary, The Best of the Martial Arts Films, hosted by John Saxon, and I was really looking forward to that, and it was a great bonus for me to find out that I actually have that on VHS and can now get rid of it. Here has a slightly different title, The Deadliest Art, The Best of the Martial Arts Films, but I get rid of a VHS. So, Righting Wrongs. Dipping into their older catalog for the 50% off stuff, I got the 2 volumes of their Storefront Theater from the early days. These are 12 movie sets, and I can't believe I didn't get them before now. They look beautiful. But I also thought to myself, you know, these are DVDs, so when these are gone, they probably aren't going to make any more. So, grab those. This is one that I was not going to get, so I waited a long time, not planning to get it, so I missed out on the big collector's edition. Then they advertised the comic book sequel to New York Ninja, which I did get during the sale. I got the comic book. That was the non-movie item. So I had to get the New York Ninja movie, so I just have the standard edition here, and that's okay. But picked that up. Then I went through a lot of their catalog titles, looking for things that I had seen but never owned. Things that I had skipped in past sales in order to, you know, upgrade VHS or to get movies I was really interested in seeing. This time I went through grabbing a bunch that I had seen but never owned, including Mausoleum, Pledge Night, and I flipped the cover. I prefer this cover to the hand coming out of the toilet. Another one where I flipped the cover. Uninvited. Bloody New Year. Really interesting movie. Norman J. Warren. Splatter University. Who Done It, also known as Island of Blood. And honestly, I prefer that title and cover and cover art. But since this is the title they sell it under, I just kept that cover. The other one is in there. You can flip it if you want. And the last 2 actual Vinegar Syndrome proper titles that I got are 2 that I have not seen, but have just put off getting in the past and finally picked them up. Bloodhook and The Suckling. Love that cover. So, the other items, of course, Vinegar Syndrome partner labels. Got a couple from Agfa. And none of these are brand new releases. Stuff from their recent catalogs. The Agfa Horror Trailer Show. I don't know why I didn't get this until now. This seems like something I would grab up right away. But got it now. Satan's Children. Love that cover. This is, as they kind of describe it on the back, a really bizarre after-school special. Or I should say like a bizarre after-school special. Couldn't pass that up. From Saturn's Core, one of my favorite partner labels. They do shot on video movies. Finally picked up Dead North. A Wave Productions film. This also comes with The Pinelands Murders, which is a remake of this. And the thing that, if I wasn't already wanting to get it, a little bonus that kind of really drove it home for me. Get a little Lunch Meat magazine. Lunch Meat is a magazine for VHS collectors, which I get. So, a little special edition for this film. That sold it. Definitely sold it. Dead North. Also from Saturn's Core, No Resistance. Kind of a sci-fi shot on video. I thought that looked interesting. So, picked that up. And the last sale item I got from the Culture Shock partner label, Game of Survival. That looked like it was up my alley. So, grab that. So that was everything from the sale itself. I did get one other Vinegar Syndrome item online from elsewhere. Possibly because the site was down before or after the sale. Something like that. I don't remember. But Hobgoblins. Look, going into everything else I got. A lot of these are things I'm going to say, and I finally got this, and I finally got that, because a lot of this has been sitting in my Amazon cart, you know, my buy later cart, which has like over 200 items in it. Things I just went through there and finally picked up. One of them, this is 3-pack, Chained Heat, Red Heat, and Jungle Warriors. The one that I've seen and the one that I really like is Chained Heat. And I wanted to replace this VHS. So finally grabbed that. Got one of the newer Vestron releases. This is probably a month or two old by now. Extreme Prejudice. This I grabbed when it dropped below $10 on Amazon. I don't know what it's at the moment, but that will upgrade this VHS. From Dark Force Entertainment, The Giant Spider Invasion. Bill Rebane. Yeah, I have that Bill Rebane box set from Severin. Is it Severin or Arrow? Arrow, I guess it was. And this was not in it. Which was kind of a bummer, but, you know, I'm sure there were reasons. So, finally got that on Blu-ray. Mainly got this because the DVD I have is one of those old BCI Eclipse or Brentwood collections, and it's full screen. So, got that. Here's one you may or may not have heard of. Handgun, also known as Deep in the Heart. This is an Anchor Bay DVD. I got this from eBay. The movie under the title Deep in the Heart, I have on a Thorn EMI VHS, which I'm keeping. When I found that and watched that years ago, I thought it was a wonderful little hidden gem. And I just found out recently that this DVD exists. It could be because it was under this title that I didn't ever notice it. But yeah, 2002 it looks like this came out on DVD. Just now realizing. So I can get that movie on disc because I really like it. But I'm also keeping the VHS because it has different art and the title I prefer. This title does nothing for me. But finally have it on disc. One of the sales that I took part of quite a bit was Target had a sale over Black Friday day, weekend, whatever, where movies, music, and books were buy two, get one free. So I actually got some movie books too, but those will be shown hopefully later in later episodes when I finally get around to a bookshelf segment. So some of the other stuff I'm going to show came from that, including these. I finally, for a decent price, finished out my Looney Tunes Golden Collection. I have volumes 1, 2, and 3. This is 4, 5, and 6. Each volume of this has over 60 cartoons. So if you get these 6 volumes, you're well invested into Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers cartoons. So they're really great. And they have tons of special features, including a lot of the TV specials. So with these, I was actually able to get rid of this VHS of Daffy Duck's Easter Egg Excitement. So anyway, got those. Severin. I did not get anything during the actual Severin sale, Black Friday sale. I didn't get anything. Mainly because I'd spent too much at the Vinegar Syndrome sale and other sales. And there was nothing new coming out from Severin that I just had to get. I mean, obviously I would like to get the new Four Flies on Grey Velvet, but it just cost too much. So I got a few other Severin things though from other places. To upgrade a full screen DVD, I ordered, I think from eBay. I think I won this maybe in an eBay auction actually. Escape from Women's Prison. One of the Target purchases was the DVD version of Out of the Blue. And I just wanted to get this to upgrade this VHS. So the DVD was fine. And finally, yeah, I got it. I wasn't going to get it, but then I got it. The House of Psychotic Women. 4-film rarities collection. Kind of a companion piece to the book by Kiera Janice. She also curated the Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched, or that was the documentary. The box set, the Blu-ray box set that went with that. All These Haunts Be Ours, I think, which was possibly my favorite box set of last year. The folk horror box set was fantastic. I'm still working my way through that. So I shouldn't have doubted anything that she curates. Just get it. But I did get the book, House of Psychotic Women book, over Black Friday. So, and it looks fantastic. I recommend grabbing that. This, I'm sure you've seen this shown off. It has 4 films in it. And what kind of also put me over the fence to get this. 2 of the films in this box set are actually films that I can upgrade full screen terrible prints on Milk Creek 50 movie boxes. So, and these first 2 are those 2. Identikit, which is under a different title on those Milk Creek boxes. Footprints. I have another 50 movie collection. Footprints on the Moon, I think, is the alternate title. I Like Bats, one of the best titles of the month. Which there's another title coming up that I have this strange feeling I should watch this and that as a double feature just because of the titles, and you'll see what that is in a minute. I Like Bats, and then the last one, The Other Side of the Underneath. So I haven't watched any of those yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So there we go. Next. So you may remember a few episodes back, I picked up this DVD, and I was going to get rid of this VHS for Hawaii, but then I found that this VHS had the Roadshow version with 20 extra minutes, so I couldn't get rid of this. And I found that the only disc that had the Roadshow, the uncut Roadshow version, was a Twilight Time Blu-ray, which was out of print and going for, at the time, $80 on eBay. Well, I've been keeping an eye on that, and I managed to get that Blu-ray for cheaper than $80. It still was not cheap, but it was cheaper than $80. So I can now finally get rid of both of these. I believe MVD had a sale. I know they've had a few sales, but I think this one was actually on MVD products, if I'm remembering correctly. So I got 4 titles from the MVD Rewind collection that I had been eyeing. One, Mortuary. That will upgrade this VHS. Another is The Dark, which will upgrade a VHS that I'm keeping for now. Gun Crazy with Drew Barrymore. Love this movie. The DVD I had, that I still have, and I'm keeping, I thought it was, well, it said it was full screen, but for some reason I thought it wasn't. Checked it again recently, and it, well, yeah, it is. So had to get this to get it in widescreen. And the last one for MVD Rewind, one I have not seen, Drive, but no, not that Drive. This is the 1997 Drive with Mark Dacascos, Kadeem Hardison, Brittany Murphy. I really wanted to see that, so picked that up. Some Kino Lorber titles. Guess what? Film noir, The Dark Side of Cinema. This time we're looking at volume 11. In this one you get A Woman's Vengeance. The title that I want to watch with I Like Bats, I Was a Shoplifter. Yeah, that's awesome. And Beyond the High Wall. Behind the High Wall. So that's our latest film noir Dark Side of Cinema collection. I think I grabbed that from Best Buy. A couple DVDs from eBay and Kino Lorber. Samson and the 7 Miracles of the World. I got this and Son of Samson to upgrade both of these from horrible full screen Milk Creek 50 movie box set prints. But Kino put those out, so grab those. I just got the DVDs because that's all I need. And the last Kino for this time around, New Year's Evil. One of the things I was trying to do was get a lot of the slasher films that I had never owned or had owned only on VHS. Of course, I've seen all the slasher movies. I shouldn't say that. I've seen most of the slasher movies you've heard of. New Year's Evil. From Synapse. I think I got both of these from Target. Finally got Demons 2. I've had one, never owned two. Now I do. Both movies are a lot of fun. And Tenebrae, just got the DVD. I have this on a Mill Creek box set and a bad print under the alternate title, alternate cut even. The title Unsane. So I wanted to get it in its proper version. Also, we'll upgrade this VHS. Tenebrae. Scream Factory. I actually got a few items from Scream Factory. I was not going to get this. This seems to be a running theme. Well, I was not going to get this, but guess what? Got the new 4K of Alligator. I mean, this has been out a little while, but Alligator. I just love this movie, so I had to get it. Couple more slashers to check off. The Final Terror. Upgrade this VHS. Final Exam. This has been sitting in my Amazon cart for a long time. Finally just said get it. And a double feature. TerrorVision, The Video Dead. I haven't seen TerrorVision yet. I got this mainly because I love The Video Dead. So, let's grab that. And finally, some Criterion. I didn't get anything from the Barnes & Noble sale. I usually don't, just because I buy too much else from other places. But I did get some Criterions. One, I got to upgrade this VHS, and because I have all the other Scanners movies on disc, I got the Scanners Criterion, and just got the DVD on this. That's all I needed. From eBay, got the Criterion DVD edition of Elevator to the Gallows. It's a film I love, and I wanted to upgrade this VHS. And the last title. Criterion website had a 30% off sale. And because I'm a member of Criterion Channel Streaming, they send me every once in a while $10 coupons. So by this time I had accumulated 3 of them, so I had $30 of coupons to spend, 30% off. I used that all to get this for the price of shipping. Walkabout. Nicholas Roeg. Love this film. Didn't own it. Now I do. So that's the last thing I got this time around. So let's take a look at everything else I picked up. From eBay. And from eBay or Amazon. I can't remember. Got these 2 DVDs from eBay or Amazon or somewhere. They are part of a large collection of special programs that were produced for WQED in Pittsburgh. I have found these in thrift stores over the years and really enjoyed the programs. They're about a lot of things that are either local or um, statewide to Pennsylvania or even national subject matter. But it all has to do with a lot of things of the past, stuff that's gone, or Pennsylvania diners, their history, that kind of thing. So I have a whole collection of these, and these are just two of the new additions. From eBay. Diabolic DVD had a sale on Synapse titles, which also included their Impulse line. And being a sucker for trailer collections, I got the Nakatsu trailer collection. And having never seen any of those films, I took the opportunity to get just a couple of them cheap. And I also picked up another Christina Lindbergh film, Exposed. Got these DVDs at a Goodwill, and they will upgrade these two VHS. Found at the Dollar General. From eBay. Some duplicates for deletion. This time around, the two films I'm going to spotlight for the Pantheon, which is my list of my favorite films of all time. I'm going to pick two movies that I just showed you. Two movies that are in the Pantheon, and I just got these because I wanted to have decent editions of them. And they're both from Criterion, so you just saw these. You just saw me show these. The first is from 1957, Elevator to the Gallows. Loved this movie when I first saw it a long time ago. And I'll be honest, it has been a long time since I've seen this, so I don't remember a whole lot to talk about. But I do love this movie. I do have the poster. It has a soundtrack by Miles Davis. It's directed by Louis Malle. A great little thriller. I'm reading from the back here. Murder and mistaken identity unfolding over one restless Parisian night. Yeah, this one, I honestly haven't seen a whole lot of other movies by this director, but I remember watching this one probably streamed on something years ago. Either that or I got it through Netflix on disc way back when. But I loved it. Had to own it, so I found it on cheap VHS years ago, which you just saw. I'm upgrading with this finally. Just a used DVD. Criterion back when the double discers were just bigger cases. This also has, if you get this edition, one of Louis Malle's student films. So, a little bonus there. Elevator to the Gallows. If you're looking for looking to try some French cinema, this would be a good place to start. Good a place as any. And the second one I want to show is from 1971, and of course, Walkabout, Nicholas Roeg. This film I saw just a few years ago, and actually rented it from the library. I think I rented their Blu-ray, their Criterion Blu-ray, maybe DVD, but and I loved it. It's one I had heard about for a very long time and just never got around to it until a few years ago. But it made quite the impression. It's one of those where I liked it when I saw it, but then it stuck with me. And it is about a girl played by Jenny Agutter and her little brother, who are left out in the outback to fend for themselves. And they happen upon an aborigine on his walkabout. He's played by David Gopalil. and the three of them, you just watch the three of them. I don't want to say have an adventure because that makes it sound like, you know, it's a fun, exciting time. But no, it's dramatic and interesting, and ultimately a little tragic. Well, a lot tragic, but really, really good movie. If you've only ever heard of this and weren't sure, check it out. Definitely check it out. This Criterion edition also comes with a documentary about the life of David Gopalil, Gopalil 1 Red Blood from 2002. I watched that. It's really good. Really interesting look at that guy, that actor. But yeah, Walkabout. I feel like playing the Red Hot Chili Peppers song right now, but obviously I can't. All right, and that'll do it for this episode. Next time around, I will have whatever few pickups I may have gotten at that time. A couple entries into the Pantheon, and then I'll present to you my 10 favorite movie discoveries of 2022. So until then, everyone, enjoy your movies.